Hey everybody, give me one sec. Just drop something. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm trying here, trying to get it together. Anyways, how you doing? I know I'm a few minutes early, so I'll give everybody a chance to get in here. Um, I inherited a new hobby this week. Being sick, it's been quite the week. I feel like Cheech when he was on that bad trip, Like I ain't never had no shit like this before. Cause I've never experienced the vid, and I've never had it. I guess I kind of wore myself down, but I never stopped. So there's that. You know, what I mean, I end up doing. See, even though I've been off for a couple of days, I inherited a new little project. 1970s baseball cards. Found a whole box of them. So, I don't know much about baseball cards. Some of them could be worth money, some probably worthless. I wouldn't know. I remember, though, my brother and my uncle used to collect them, and they would trade them and all that other stuff. And I know that this is a piece of history and it should be preserved. So I bought some sleeves to put them in. Didn't preserve them in. I guess I got me a whole about 500 of them. Like I said, some of them might be worth some money. I wouldn't have any idea because I'm, never been a baseball connoisseur. I did recognize one of them because up until I was, up until 1979, I lived in Cincinnati. And so my father was a Cincinnati Reds fan. So um, there's that. And I did recognize one of them. It wasn't like Pete Rose or Johnny Bench or anything, but McEnany or something. It just sounded familiar. But some of you guys out there in YouTube land, especially guys, would probably know a lot more about this stuff than I do. I'll have to look up each individual card to figure out if they're worth anything. But they're pretty much all 1970s. So could be. Never know. I found them, and like I said, even if it's just preserving a piece of history, why not? Cause 1970s, baby, we was here once. We was there once. I mean, I was a little kid, so I don't remember much about it. I'm not taking any offers right now. I gotta figure out what they're. I don't know what they're worth. I have no idea. I know I got a few that are really old, and then, well, they're not really. They're still 1970s series. They're just like the black and white ones. There's a few of those. And one of them priced at like $2, something like that. But it's not like something I inherited by accident. So I'm gonna make sure that they're preserved, and then go through all of them, and figure out what they're worth, and maybe even become a little collector myself, because I've found quite a few things cleaning out this house that are worth collecting, worth saving. You know, um, it's not. I mean, like I said, if nothing else, is preserving history, which is always that's always a valuable thing to do. You know, we old. We the ex children, so we come from that era. I can't believe I'm calling it history. you know, when you're young, you don't ever believe that you're gonna live past 20. Then when you get 20, you say, well, I might make it. This is how I thought of life anyway. I guess I just enjoyed my life instead of, taking it for granted. And never thought I'd make it to 30 and then 40 and then 50. Now here I am on my way to 60 next year. And I'm like going, holy shit, I'm still alive. First bout with the vid, though, man. Like I said, I feel like Cheech Marin going, holy shit, I ain't never experienced anything like this in my life. And I'm still sick, guys. I still can't taste anything. Getting winded pretty easily. After 3 videos, I'm like, I need to go lay back down. This is the first day that I've stayed out of bed since, well, no, not true, because Mr. Don ended up in the hospital for 3 days with it, and pneumonia, touching pneumonia. So he had to go through the whole getting the antiviral and stuff for like 3 days before they released him, and he's quarantined till after tomorrow. I mean, like I said, I ain't never experienced anything, and I go, I go years without ever getting sick like this, and this is the first time. I was around hundreds of people who had it when it first came out, but this is apparently this is a strain that's much more contagious. I'd hate to think I got it from going to the Korean spa for the day, but it's possible. Or we have nurses in and out of here, and one said they just got over it. I'd hate to think that that's where we got it, but you got to be real careful right now. You broke your pinky finger. Aw. In case it make it better. Don't break it. Ain't much you can do for a broken finger a lot of times. It's ever splint it so it doesn't go crooked. And they're in great condition. I got about, like I said, I got about like 500 of them. Look at this. I've got them all in sleeves now. They were all just sitting out bare naked. And got that many. This is all full. All full. And then on this one, I got this many in a sleeve. And I still got this many left to sleeve. So who knows? I might have just become a millionaire on baseball cards. Who knows? It's still gonna be me. Don't matter. It is what it is. I'm always gonna be me, and no matter what I got. It just probably make me a more generous person. That's why I'm not a millionaire already. It's because I'm not selfish. It doesn't. Yeah, and that's how I kind of look at it, and this is the 999 portal. So think about that for a minute. This is wrapping up a whole lot of stuff for all of us. It's wrapping up karmic knots with Saturn and Pisces, things that we've already experienced that we don't want to experience again. Either you learn your lesson or you didn't, and you go back and you got to do it again. I don't want to do it again. I'm tired. Next year's the year of the fire horse. It's my year. Now, fire horses get a bad rap. Okay, so there's that. There's this like old Chinese proverb about the fire horses, that we kill our men, like Black Widows type thing. I don't know about anybody else, but I keep them alive. I did the same thing with my ex-husband. If it wasn't for me, he'd have died because he went through 2 seizures and almost died. And if I wasn't there, he would have died. And with me, with this guy, same thing. 86 years old, even though, we're friends and it's platonic and it's, you know, and now I'm his caregiver, full-time caregiver. It's still, I'm the one keeping him alive. So Firehorse gets a bad rap. We don't kill our men. We don't kill men. We 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 uh we keep them alive. We heal them. We help them. Number one, but if he would have caught that one without me around, he wouldn't. I called the ambulance because he looked real bad. I had to completely care for him while I was down. So understand, I was out of it and I was sick and I had complete and total care for him for like a week before I sent him to the hospital, so I could get some sleep, so I could start healing and being on the mend, because I wasn't getting any better either, because I was just wearing myself out taking care of the both of us, you know. But when he went to the hospital for a few days, they gave me some, even though I was back and forth, you know, taking stuff there, taking care of him, making sure he ordered his food and all that, because I have to do everything now. I dole his meds. I do everything now. So because the cognitive abilities are getting harder and harder for him. So um, yeah, so I stay busy. I'm a chef. I'm a house cleaner. I'm a patient caregiver, and I make sure that everything's taken care of, like the bills and all of that. I do everything. So, and nobody pays me shit, um, except for, at least I don't have to make, big rent payments every month. That's all. So but I take care of everything, and it's a job. It's a big job, especially when you have to take care of you too. That's that's a job all by itself, especially at our age. So, you know, no makeup today. I don't give a shit today. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm lucky I was able to make this live stream because I was out of breath. I did a few videos yesterday, and by the third video, I was just like, I can't go no more. I can't do no more. I'm going to have to take a day off. So I jumped on. And even though I take a day off, here I am doing a live stream. Blah, blah, blah. Doing a live stream and sitting here sleeving baseball cards that I just inherited because I've been cleaning this house out. I've been cleaning stuff out and getting it, like, getting rid of all the old stuff that has no point or no use in this house anymore. Um, like old furniture and stuff, donating what I can, giving away what I can. Although somebody was supposed to come in, I have a piano sitting out on my patio because somebody wanted the piano, and they got it out of the house and they left it on the damn patio. Never came back and got it. So now I got to pay somebody to move it off the patio and put it in a damn garage. What the hell's wrong with people? Oh, I'll take that off your hands, no problem. I want to keep it. Okay, great. You can have it for free as long as you move it. Yeah, well, I got it outside on the patio and just kind of left it there because he couldn't move it. So now I'm going to have to pay somebody to move it, which is going to be a pain in the ass. So it's like people do that crap all the time. I'm just getting rid of this shit. You just have it. I'm not even charging you for it. Just have it, but you got to move it. No, I'm feeling better, but I'll tell you, I'm still feeling it. Like I said, I still ain't got no sense of taste or smell really at all. And it's only been 7 days. I guess it'll be 7 days. Um, 'Cause it was around the 1st of September when we got sick. Yeah, it'll work out. I'll take care of it. I like take care of everything, man. It's just my nature of the beast with me. That's why I'm a fire horse. And now, when you're a horse, that's 1966. So if you're born in 1966, it's the year of the fire horse. Now, whether you're uh, a fire horse, a metal horse, a wood horse, or a what is it? Earth horse? I mean, no. Earth, fire, water horse. Okay. There's 4 different versions of the horse. They all have one thing in common. And you know what that is? When they go after something, they don't stop until they get it, or they, die trying. Basically, that's the drive of the fire horse is unmatchable. And they do have a horse dragon too, which I got a picture of, and I'm gonna try to draw it out and paint it, probably on a small one, because I don't know, it seems kind of intricate. But then I got another painting I'm getting ready to do, one of the big ones. It's gonna be a great big spread out, like how a feather, and it looks like it's got veins in it and shit. It's gonna look really cool. Gonna look really cool. I'm sorry, I still don't have PayPal, guys. They won't open another PayPal account for me, even though I had an account with them for like 10 years. I don't know. I really don't even want to mess with it anymore because of if they're gonna they'll do it, but they won't insure me because of a complaint. Because everybody wants to get their money back after they exchange energy with me, and that's just not how this works. Once I give you what you pay for, you don't get your money back, period. So, and I'll argue with you all day long. Like I said, a Taurus want to take on my stubbornness, I guarantee you they'll lose. I guarantee. I got Taurus North Node, and in Vedic astrology, a Taurus moon. So, yeah. I'm probably one of the most stubborn people I've ever met in the world. And if I don't want to move, I ain't fucking moving. Not to mention that I will bust my ass just to prove a point. And even though I say Pisces don't compete, we don't compete. We don't compete with other people. We compete with our best selves. So there's the competition and the drive right there. It has nothing to do with competing against other people. It is we trying to outdo what we outdid last time we outdid ourselves. I don't know how else to explain it. That's why I call myself Mrs. Wick. It's like, we're gonna try that again, and we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it faster. We make it stronger. We can rebuild him. And all you single people out there, God bless you. God bless you with me, because I'm gonna tell you, after the doom scrolling of video dates that I have seen lately, they ain't either side winning on this game. Ain't either side winning. They're both a nightmare. And the guys are dealing with chicks that are like, well, you got to pay for my babysitter if you want to take me out. What? Or they come back, they go to the bathroom, and they come back, and not only is the bitch eating her own food, but she's eating his food too, and then telling him to go pay the bill. I mean, have we really devolved that far as women? Really? Or going to the drive-thru, and then she wants to order 10 meals for her kids. On a first date with a dude. I'm going, man, talk about privilege. I even I was a single mom. All right. So even if it was just spaghetti with butter on it, my kids ate. And I made sure they ate. And I made sure they had what they needed. I made sure that they had school supplies. I made sure I was their mother. Even if I didn't have anybody else around. So to watch these people use their kids to try to get more out of other people, it makes no sense to me. And then you got the guys. The last one I even spoke to wanted to know how much money I made, wanted to know what I did for a living, wanted to know what I owned. Right off the bat. And I'm going, bye, Felicia. I ain't even had dinner with you yet. And you're asking me if I make $500,000 a year. What's it your business what I make? I was just floored, you know. Well, I work for NVIDIA. Well, good fucking for you. How will I care if you're Brad Pitt your motherfucking self? It's your attitude and your personality that matters to me, and I wouldn't care who you are. You start talking to me like that, I'm gonna big fat finger. You can go screw yourself. I got time. I don't want to get to. If I'm gonna have a boyfriend or anybody to be intimate with in any sort of way, shape, or form, and at this point, I would rather not, because what I'm hearing going on out there, you know, no. It's just, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. I do want to touch it. Do want to touch it because I'm scared. You know. So I'm okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start being a baseball card collector. I will find things to do with my time. I ain't chasing shit. Motherfucker better show up like a miracle going ta-da, and like drop from the heavens, and it's, you know, godlike, and it's like, damn, you know, to make me even look at it, let alone talk to it. And I'm not talking about just men in general. I'm just talking about I just can't fathom the questions that people ask nowadays. They're so personal, and like you don't even know me like that, you know. You ain't even my friend, let alone be somebody that I share intimate details of my life with. I share more intimate details on this channel than I share anywhere else, because y'all are my friends. Y'all know me. Y'all been there since day one. Lots of you been there since day one. Watched me come a long way in 5 years. So yeah, you're my friends. Yeah. Fly away, birdie, fly. Jump up in the air and stay there. Yeah, just stay there. Don't come at me, because I ain't got no time. I mean, I would have time if you was a gentleman and knew how to act. But hell, where did that go? It was the Ace of Pentacles flew out my hand. I don't care. Ain't nobody that pretty. Ain't nobody that pretty. I ain't having it. Oh, well, cool. So, the challenge here is the Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the now time. We got something to work with anyway. Check it out. So, we got something to work with anyway. The challenge is this, what we don't have to work with. Makes perfect sense to me. Got the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, and no use stressing over it. It's gonna be over quick, I promise. So ain't no use in stressing over it. Nine of Swords to the Knight of Swords, that's gonna be quick. It's gonna be swift. It's gonna be taken care of really fast. So no use in crying over spilt swords. I am feeling better. I wouldn't be here, Maria. I'm losing my breath quite easily, but it's getting better. It's getting better. Day by day. Like I said, today is the first day that I stayed awake all day because I slept all night. Usually, I get up in the middle of the night and I do my videos and because I work during the night. So because it's cooler and I work in the living room now, so. And the air conditioner's in my room, and thank God for that thing, because I'll tell you what, this shit was rough. Let alone if I didn't have no air conditioning, I'd have been totally fucked, totally screwed. I definitely, it would have taken me a lot longer to get over this. Hey, Maggie. Most recent past. Look what just happened. What had happened was. Is this moon, this full moon eclipse, what had happened in Pisces, because that's a Pisces card. So what had happened in the most recent past is that. But the wish came true because the King of Swords is spilling the tea. All right? He's naming the facts. He's naming the people. He's spilling the tea. So our 9 cups is coming into fruition, babies. Yay. Boom, boom. Out go the light, bitches. Because this is a karmic, very, very karmic eclipse. So, even though my health came into question, my karmic energy is in Virgo. So that's it was probably meant to happen. Midheaven, midlife crisis, health crisis. But it's just the vid, so it's not like it's a heart problem or, something like that, something major like that. So at least it was just that. So that was my shakeup, Uranian energy. Kind of a tower because, homie ain't even had no shit like this before. Just saying. That's awful. I don't wish that on nobody. That's why I'm going to stay home a lot more and probably eat out a lot less. Just saying. We don't want it to happen again. But like I said, are you sure you haven't had a drinkity drink? This is just me, motherfucker. I don't drinkity drink. So kiss my ass. All right? I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. Drinkity drink. Yeah, you drinkity drink. Everybody else got it. Everybody else can do the drinkity drink. I can't. I just, it doesn't agree with my system. It makes me sicker. I mean, I can't even take NyQuil, dude. And it makes me sick to my stomach, just like alcohol. And Maggie, I'm over it. Don't even sweat it, baby. Don't even sweat it. People think I drink and they think I'm drunk. Well, then they knock themselves right out. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Not anymore. And what makes you an expert on that? I'll bet I know what makes you an expert. Because you do a little drinkity drink too. All right, so I got this card in the majors today when I posted Learning Tarot on my original Anya's Tarot on the what do you call it? Instagram, yeah, that thing. Get a little foggy with this stuff too. Um, and I'm going to read to you exactly what the Seven of Cups means, because lots of people get confused because it's Seven of Cups about the meanings, because it can mean in a lot of different things about a lot of different things. So I'm going to clarify that for you, because I got the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles here. So it looks like it might be a love situation, but it could be a money situation too, because Queen of Pentacles is a boss. You know, that's the mama, that's the boss, that's the business owner. Okay, so let's read what it says so y'all understand clearly what the Seven of Cups mean. All right, seems sense all I'm saying. Okay, so it says, that's a career question. Okay, tarot card of the day is the Seven of Cups, because this is the immediate future. Remember that. The Seven of Cups arrives to let you know that something is a little off, or that something is a little or a lot off. Here we have a figure looking at several tables with cups, with one covered in sheaths. Either you have a lot of options about a situation in front of you, or you have no idea what option is best for you. So it's best to wait on that, all right? In love readings, this card may be telling you that you are discontent in a situation and aren't sure which way to go. You may need some time to think it over, and there may be some illusions or fantasies at play at the time. It's time to think rationally when the Seven of Cups appears for love, because you got to pay attention to what's in that cup, all them cups, because it could be an illusion. All right, in a career question, things just aren't as they seem right now. like I didn't make shit last month. That's it. Don't matter how many y'all do understand. It don't matter how many subscribers you get. It is the matter of watch time hours. So if people don't watch your videos, no matter if you got 200,000 subscribers or not, you're not making any money. That's how that works on YouTube. So if you don't watch the ads and you don't sit through the whole video, I don't get paid. Bottom line. So you see how my videos, unless I promote them, that's the only way they get past 10,000 views. Otherwise, they just sit there at 2,000 views and they don't ever move. So I got to spend money to make money. Understand that. And then last month, I spent as much as I made. I had $300 left. All right. Because somebody got into my Google account and I allowed them to take it over for 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks' time, they cost me double what I would have spent normally. And just decided, hey, we're going to throw some more money at this. Of course you are, because you're taking it out of my pocket. And then I had to stop it. I had to go into my settings and I had to regroup, and I had to put it on pause. Otherwise, it would just kept sucking me dry. So don't let anybody have control over that shit. If you ever get a YouTube channel, learn how to run your own studio, learn how to run your own stuff, learn how to keep people from stealing your content and all that. Because if you don't, you're going to get had by these shysters that well, I'll get you 10,000 views per. Yeah, as long as you're paying them 1,000 plus a month. And I'm not even making over 2. So where is that making sense? That's not. Anyway, in a career situation, things aren't just as they seem right now. I'm just explaining to you the biz of YouTube. And you may need to mull over several options. It's important to remember that some options are practical and some are not, such as the castle in the cup. That is not a reasonable or feasible option. Ta-da! So that's kind of what I just explained to you with having that yeah, but they see to from needing the attorneys, Revelations, you got to understand. It's just like people who they send me emails saying that I'm using their music in my videos. I do not use music in my videos, so I'm not using your content. And then they try to trick you into giving them money, and let's settle this out of court. YouTube will flag anything that's copyright, even on my own channels where I have 3 channels. So I re-upload old videos from both channels to my brand channel. That even gets flagged, and it's my own shit. So they flag anything that has any kind of copyright music to it as soon. I leave my attorney out of this. Anyway, anytime that you get flagged, like I said, YouTube is on it. YouTube is on it. They handle it, and they give you a chance to take it down. So they give you a chance to replace it with some YouTube music. If it's somebody's music, it's copyright strike. Or they give you a chance to take it down. That's how it works. So all these scammers going, you're using my content. You prove it. Prove it. Show me where I'm doing that, because I don't use music in my videos. Thank you very much. So they can't. They can't prove it. And I don't, those kind of people I flag, and they get blocked because they're just a bunch of scammers. Like a lot of these collaborations that people offer. Let's collaborate. Let me give you nothing for something. And I'll tell you what, unless you're going to retire me, and I sell my own products. And unless you're going to retire me, I don't believe in your product. And I seriously believe in your product. I mean, like it, to me, it would be worth promoting because I believe in it. You ain't getting me to do anything. I got my own products. I got my own stuff, my art, everything else. Unless you're going to retire me, don't even talk to me about it. $142. I can make that in one reading, dipshit. Why would I take your $100? I mean, like I said, I got my own products to sell. Go sell yours somewhere else. Just like the comments with the book, the manifesting books. You're so good at manifesting, go manifest yourself a channel. I had to do 5 long years of hard work to get to where I'm at right now. So you go do yours. I'm doing mine. This is just how it works. All right, so look at this. Now, factors affecting the situation. This is the truth now. The King of Pentacles. That is the other business owner, the other leader, the person that's standing in their power, working on their Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. You got that right, baby. You sure got that right. So this is the King of Pentacles working on his Wheel of Fortune or his Wheel of Destiny. Making shit happen. That's what we do. Even if we're challenged, it's the 5 Pentacles. Because somebody decided to rob us last month, so we got to fix it now. Got to fix it. 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Got to fix it. So we clipped that shit out. We went by Felicia. And now we working for a living, working for a living and working. I'm taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living. And I'm still here and I got the vid, man. I ain't never had no shit like this. I'm still here, still doing my best, my very, very best. Trying to see the lighter side of things, you know what I mean? See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all right. Look what we got for the outside influence. We got the King of Cups, baby. Emotionally balanced. Life is happening. And we are magically delicious. Look at this. The Magician and the Emperor. I'm the boss of me, bitches. Aries energy, Virgo, Gemini energy. I'm the boss of me. La 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 la. Nanny boo boo. I'm the boss of me. With the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. We had a Queen of Pentacles earlier too. So bosses everywhere. We just got a little bit of a financial challenge. But see, God, the universe, blessed me with a whole bunch of 1970s signed baseball cards. So who knows? Maybe I'm a millionaire and I don't even know it. Like I said, the universe always has a way of balancing itself out. I found one bill, silver certificate from the 1800s, worth over $450, or that's what I got offered for it from a collector. So y'all don't know what treasures lie beneath the wreckage until you look. I'm gonna end up being an antique collector eventually. By the way things are starting to look here, you gotta understand. I'm in a house where somebody's lived for like 55 years. They don't even know what's in this house no more. I mean, opening closets that ain't been opened in 30 years. Seven of Wands is the hope or the fear. That's probably a fear because, it comes a time. You get tired of defending yourself. Especially a high priestess who already knows shit before shit happens. And, especially when there's more people involved that need to be involved. And that's a lot of times what happens. All right. So the Pisces energy of the high priestess knows that they're going to have to defend themselves against more than two people, possibly three people. And they're tired. They don't want to have to do this no more. So they just go, shh. And then they silently slip away. Silently get away. Because they don't want to argue about it no more. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I just don't. Yeah, and the high priestess usually knows it's going to happen before it happens. It's like, well, damn. Why? And it's okay, because, like I said, the universe always evens itself out. And as long as you can see life that way and have gratitude when you wake up every day, you woke up, didn't you? Something to be grateful for. I saw a monarch butterfly today too, a big one. So all you got to do is believe that as long as you're doing the right thing, even when nobody's looking, everything will balance itself out. It usually does. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm just tired of poking myself with it. But look. I guess who's ever hiding in the background doing all the snooping with this Hermit card here. They in the Five of Cups. All right. In deep regret. Because probably for putting somebody in the Five of Pentacles. Because they that was definitely purposeful. That was done on purpose. There's no way it wasn't done on purpose. Because look at what the other two cards are. the Hierophant, the magician. Your manipulation and your beliefs did not work because you can't take down somebody who stands in their power even when they don't feel good. All right? You can't push somebody down who's been so far down that they had nobody to talk to, nobody to run to, no money in their pockets. In their pockets they've been all the way down to hell. They you know, you can't beat somebody like that. Can't beat somebody like that. So, of course, you're going to be disappointed and regretful because guess what? What you want for another is what you get. Karma and all, especially with Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, you're gonna get back double, if not triple, maybe even 10 times what you sent out. And a lot of these people that are into this black magic woman, yeah, they're gonna find out the hard way. Unfortunately, you're gonna see a lot of people disappear. Somebody wants to know if we're single. Do you care? Do I care? I don't care. Either way, whether you're married or single, it doesn't matter to me. Because if you're a sneaker creeper, somebody who goes around and tries to rob people, okay, rob people of their new beginnings because you ain't got nothing better to do, I want absolutely nothing to do with you. You have no integrity, you have no morals, and you have no value to me whatsoever. Because I want to see everybody, man. I'm that person. I'm the person. I like to see people healthy. I like to see people wealthy, happy, enjoying their life. And I try to bring value to that in most people's lives. So if there's some way, if I give you unsolicited advice, it's because I already been there, done that, ate it, threw it back up again, and I learned my lesson. And I'm trying to teach you how not to do it again, or how to at least learn from that mistake and try to correct it as you go, because that's what I've had to do. I don't hear voices. I mean, I have clairvoyance, but mine's more of like an astral clairvoyance. It's like things that come to me in dreams and things of that nature. But I know when somebody else is putting it there. This is the weird part about dreams. So I know the difference between my energy and, well, my own history and someone else's energy. So I know when I have a dream and it don't belong to me. And you know how I know that? Because my ass don't know what it means until I wake up and I got to look that shit up to find out what it means, because I wouldn't have any clue as to where it came from. I'm savvy. I'm world savvy, but I'm not movie savvy, and I'm not, like baseball card savvy, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've done a lot of traveling in the world, and somebody made a comment to me one time, well, you must not be very well traveled if LA is your favorite place on earth. Bitch, you don't know me like that. I love it here because it is multicultural. Because you can go to almost any country you want to right in this little bitty city. Well, no, LA's not little. But I don't have to fly to Tokyo to get genuine Japanese food. I don't have to fly to Korea to get genuine Korean food. I don't have to fly anywhere. I just go downtown, go to Koreatown, go to Chinatown, go anywhere I want to have any kind of food I want. Hell, there's Mexico here. There, every country you can think of in this one little city. So, and there's a beach. Not the waters and shoot, because of the fires and all. Yeah, Still going on up north. Not that the water's real great right now, but it's still next to an ocean, and I still love the beach. And then how many places in the world, besides places like France, and then it gets really, really cold there, can you drive from the beach to the mountains in less than 8 hours? Just in the same state. You can drive from the beach in a hot day and enjoy your beach time, and then get in a car and drive all the way up to Mammoth Mountain and go snow skiing in one day. So how many places can you say that about? Not many. So that's why I consider, myself very, very lucky that I'm able to live here. I love this place. I love this place. And I don't care if it is the pits of hell with all these whats and whats and whats. Eventually, they all going to go away anyway. They either gotta stop it or they gotta go away, because that's the age of Aquarius thing. They're gonna be drug kicking and screaming even if they don't want to be. I mean, and if they don't do it this round, they're gonna have to do it next round. We are immortal beings having a human experience, spiritual beings. This is not, it's real, but it's not real. You know what I mean? It's like you got to keep learning your lessons as you go. And every time you come back, it's like, okay, so, I heard, now I'm not sure, because I must not have taken no drinks from that river, because when somebody explained how when you die, you're supposed to drink this elixir that's supposed to mind swipe you and make you forget all your past lives. So when you come back in, you're like a fresh soul to start over again, to learn your lessons all over again. I must have forgot to drink that shit several times. I must have forgot to do that several times. I'm remembering way too many of my past lives. Way too many. So, that's where we're headed in this direction. We're trying. We're doing our best. We're working with what we got. Clips out anything that wasn't serving us anymore. So, it still may be working on that. Like I said, I'm still trying to get better. So, it's, I'm not there yet. This stuff lasts for, I ain't never seen anything last this long on me. So, hopefully in the next day or two, I'll be back on it. Won't be getting winded after a few reads. I'm winded now. Like I said, I've been up since 5:00 this morning. Yeah, about 5:00, and I haven't taken a nap or anything. This is the first day I've stayed awake all day long, because I've had to sleep this shit off, man. It's been rough. It's been rough. And thank you for the super chat. Who gave me a super chat? Who gave me a super chat? Appreciate you, for sure, for sure. This was just more or less a bullshit. Steffers. That's my daughter's name, is Stephanie. Yeah, this is basically just a bullshit live stream, because I haven't been here that much, and plus, if you notice, I did it on my other channel. Threw them for a loop-de-loop on that one, didn't I? Sorry, Felicia. So not. So you never know which channel I'm gonna have a live on. So always pay attention to the link that I put at the bottom of when I announce it in the community tabs. So always pay attention to the link, because it could be either or channel. And it won't be the other channel, because the other channel is not monetized, so it doesn't give you a chance to throw me a super chat or anything. But I appreciate y'all. I especially appreciate Miss Diane. I don't know if she's here today, but Miss Diane, I want to thank you so much. She bought quite a few t-shirts off of my store on Anya's Tarot, and she donated a bunch of pizzas to my Buy Me a Coffee, and somebody else donated 3 or 4 pizzas to my Buy Me a Coffee. It takes me a little while to get that, but it's certainly appreciated. Especially when you buy my t-shirts, because even though they don't say Anya's Tarot on them, they got some pretty cool sayings on them. My Hermit Time shirt is priceless. So go ahead and get yourself a t-shirt or two, or I don't make a whole lot on them, but because they're, what do they call that? What do they call that when they do everything and all I do is get a commission? I don't remember what it's called anyway. But that's what they do at Teespring. They pack and ship and everything else. Now I know this is the first time also that I sold across seas with so much at one time. She lives in England, so it was really cool. Is there a link to my other channel? Well, yeah. Just look up Anya's Tarot. It's Anya's Tarot. TAROT. Now they took the at away from me for some odd reason. Now I have to put a hashtag. But there are 2. One's called Anya's Tarot and the Law of Time. Now that is my brand channel, and there's only about 500 subscribers on there. So until that gets up to 1,000 subscribers, there's no monetization on that channel. So it's all repeat videos, old videos, new videos, and it's all I try to keep uploading, or try to keep track of the videos instead of letting it all fill up. Now some of them I have to delete because I do so many, but I try to upload as many of my older videos to that channel as possible before I have to delete them, because they have to come off, otherwise I won't be able to fit more. I don't have enough room on my drive. So that's why I created that 3rd channel, was to hold all my stuff that I can't hold on to anymore, because I gotta erase it from my computer. But Anya's Tarot is my main channel. I think what am I up to there? 209,000 subscribers. Ain't that a trip? Whoever thought? Thank you guys. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for coming to this channel too. I truly appreciate the patronage. For real, because you guys are helping me stay afloat and stay in the boat. So I want y'all to know how grateful I am for your friendship, for your companionship, because I'm a loner. And just like a lot of y'all, I don't hang with a bunch of people. I got one friend. She lives in Hollywood. I'm going there on the weekend of the 19th. I'm giving myself another week to get better before I head out. But I am going to go to Hollywood next weekend, 19th, 20th, and hang out with her and enjoy myself for a change. Go out to dinner and probably go hit the Sawtooth Theater and watch some rock and roll. So if you're in Hollywood, come on down to 3 Clubs on the 19th and 20th. I should be there one of those nights. We just hang out and enjoy ourselves. Maybe a little drinky every once in a while, but I can't hang with. I'm not good at the drinking thing. I'm good at having fun. The drinky thing makes my stomach upset. I got gallstones, so it's hard for me to do stuff like that, even though I'd love to get lit. Yeah, there's a lot of places like that in Hollywood. and that's the place that me and Tauntaun hit last time was because it was the end of August, and I was like, I want oysters before September because I grew up in Florida. You don't eat oysters in the months, okay? You just don't. Mm-mm. It's no. So I wanted oysters, and I was like, I want some raw oysters. I said, so we gotta find a place to have raw oysters, and we found this cool little restaurant in East Hollywood that had, like a full bar. I got pictures of it on my here. I'll put in my Instagram if you want to check it out. Yeah, I think it was called Founders. Uh, um, Restaurant. I think that's what it was called, and it was just this little street restaurant. It was just the coolest and cutest little thing in the world. Expensive, very expensive, but well worth the investment in a night out with my friend. So I don't get to do that very often. So maybe once a month if I'm lucky. But it's definitely worth it if you're ever in Hollywood. Go down and check it out. Good restaurant, good people, very friendly staff, and you can sit outside too, and you sit inside or outside, which is okay unless it's wintertime here. It gets kind of cold here during the wintertime. People still sit outside with heaters because there's no snow, but sometimes it gets down like in the 20s and 30s here, so it gets pretty cold. Sometimes it even snows in the valley. Anyways, I love you guys. Come on over and follow me at my Instagram. I'm teaching everybody tarot, so you can go on there and you can check out what the meanings of tarot cards are if you're curious. Plus, you come over, say hey. Every once in a while, I like one of my creative little reels. I just have fun with it. I don't make any money on Instagram at all. It's just, to me, it's been a big joke the whole time I've ever been on there. And I deleted my long-term fake book. I had that bitch since 2009. But then back in 23? It was 23 or 24. I started getting death threats. So I deleted it. So now I just got me, myself, and Irene now. And I like Instagram because it's not so interpersonal. You don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to, type thing. Unless you follow them back, they can't even send you a message. So, and I deleted Twitter because I have 55 followers and all of them were Keanu Reeves. Or his sisters, or his mother, or his friends, or his band members. all the scammers pretending to be wishing they was Keanu Reeves. Okay, so I killed that too because I got no time for scammers. Got no time, and I know that he's not on social media, so there's that. I talked to friends of his and people who actually know him. He's not on social media. He don't talk to people. Might as well be married. He don't talk. He's a hermit. He's a hider, just like a Pisces hermit. We don't like to be bothered with nonsense because it's stupid. And life is way too damn short. All right, my darlings. Well, I am going to go. I got to go make dinner, do my whole little spiel for the evening. And I'm probably going to go lay down again, get some more rest. Hopefully, I'll be up for doing videos tonight. If not, I'll see y'all probably, what's today? Tuesday? Probably see y'all Thursday if I don't make it tomorrow. but I'll do my best. I know, Scorpio, you're waiting for some new vids. I apologize, but I just ain't had it in me. You're a eighth house. You're tough. You're a tough one. Sometimes you take a lot out of me. I'm just saying. I got Scorpio energy too, so I get it. I get it. I love you guys. I'll see you as soon as I see you. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to leave it live. I'm going to leave it public. So maybe, it'll encourage other people to come on in, have some fun with us next time, talk about stuff that really matters, stuff that really matters. Like loving people and caring about other people and being tough and strong and empowered and not a bunch of victims. We ain't got time for that. We're too busy. We're too busy cutting through the bullshit. All right? I love you guys. Mwah. Take care. My dragon shark is out and going back to bed. Bye for now.